So we're going into winter, you know, how things are. And we're going to get some Arctic blast and all that. And areas that don't usually get snow might actually get some snow this year. So that's kind of cool. And with that comes being a little bit prepared for all this stuff, you know, knowing how to drive, knowing how to watch people that are a little bit crazy, and just driving like it's a sunny day kind of deal. I ain't saying, and also even worse is the ones that go way too slow. When you're going 40 and a 70 kind of deal, and everybody's got to go around you kind of deal. Those are actually worse than the ones that are going 10 over. But just figure out and learn how to drive in the winter, because who knows? I mean, even if you're in, like Texas, you might get some snow this year. And just start planning for that. Get your vehicle ready. Maybe you break down and you keep some blankets and some sweatshirts in the back. Maybe some hand warmers the ones that you can break open or whatever, and they heat up, kind of deal. Get all that ready. Get a scraper in the back. Buy a cheap little $2 scraper while you can right now. Maybe you buy it online. A little $2 scraper and all that. Get all that around. Maybe you dig it out from last year, the year before that, you know. You get all that ready so that you have that, just in case you do get a little bit of an ice storm and you get a 1/8 of an inch on your windshield. That way you don't have to idle your car for 30 minutes or half an hour, or, you know, even like 15, 20 minutes to get all that ice out before you take off. Be all ready for that. Maybe now is when you should, if you got gutters, clean all that stuff out. The leaves, get all the leaves out the gutters. I use a little vacuum thing. It's got a little, it's got a U shape on it, and I just all the way down. Just hook that up to a shop vac. It's just got a little U for a exhaust, and that works great to get up in the gutters. But I only got a single family home, I only got a single layer home. I don't have like 10 layers up in the air kind of deal. So it's easy enough to do that. And then you get your, your storms and all that. Get your generator around. Maybe you get an inverter around. Get everything around so that you're ready to go. Just in case stuff does happen. You know, you never know if you're going to slide into a ditch when it's, wind chills in 10 below kind of deal. You don't want to be able to stay in that car until the tow truck arrives. Have a charger in your car so you can charge your phone kind of deal. Try to avoid that. Make sure you got your insurance in your car at all times. I've done that where, you get pulled over and the insurance is pretty much, not there. And you're like, they can still run it. They can still run it, but it's still nice to have all that registration and all that in your vehicle. Run all that stuff, get all that ready. Like, I'm talking maybe an hour's worth of prep time here to do all this. And that way, if something does happen, you're good to go. Just be prepared for things. A lot of people they don't prepare until stuff hits, and then you're totally screwed. Maybe if you're running on bald tires, maybe you give that a second thought. And you might not have to go out and get new tires. Maybe you can get used tires in a junkyard for $200 or something, and that'll get you 2 or 3 more years, versus running bald tires and slipping and sliding all over the place. Just be ready for stuff, because you never know what's coming, and you never know what's going to happen. It might not be you. It might be the car 10 cars in front of you has slid out and slammed into a semi. Now the road's blocked, and you're sitting in traffic for 5 hours, because it's blocked. Well, that too. Well, you got 1/8 of a tank of gas because you planned on filling up 3 miles down the road kind of deal. You're not going to be able to idle it because you're running so low on fuel or whatever. So something that I've always done, something that I still always do, is I run vehicles. I try not to run them below a 1/4 tank. I run them 1/2 tank, 1/4 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 just part of that is the wintertime, and another part of that is I don't exactly trust my gas gauges. I run a lot of junk vehicles, so I don't 100% trust that gas gauge. But just be ready for stuff like that. And yeah, try to like keep your tank over a quarter of a tank at all times if you can. And just, run all that and make all that work. So there you go. A little bit of advice here. Sounds like we're going to get a storm next week or some snow in areas and stuff like that. Maybe even over the weekend kind of deal. And it'll be probably the first snowfall for a whole bunch of people. And, whatever. A lot of people just don't know how to drive in, and a lot of people are going stupid slow or stupid fast kind of deal. And what you want to do is you just want to just sit back like 100 feet. Like if you're going to be going 60 or whatever, grab a semi, sit like 100 feet off that semi's bumper, maybe 150 feet off the bumper. It's enough where you want the room, but then if you give it like 100 feet, people won't cut in between you and the semi. And then you can just match that semi speed and take it easy kind of deal. And if you're going to go that speed, you might as well be behind the semi kind of deal. And try to grab one that's governed and all that. But that works, if you want to get yourself in that situation where you don't want to be going the full speed, you can just shadow it the semi. Simple as that. But everybody's different. Do your own thing. These are just my thoughts and all that stuff. So there you guys go. See ya.